+1. It's February the 2nd. We got snow in South Carolina. So God blessed us with an extra day off yesterday. I pray for all of those who are in northern countries. CK, all of you that are cold. I don't know how cold it is there. But good morning. Today is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. From the rising of the sun to the setting of the same, Father, your name is worthy to be praised. Thank you for this day. Please cover, keep, and protect me en route to work and all of your sons and daughters. So just take a deep breath. Like a deep breath, and just embrace the day and the moment that God has allowed us to be in the number. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody's family is grieving their loss today. And Father, you are so faithful in both settings, in both situations. Help us to love the people you died for, all of them. And soften our hearts, Father, toward you, toward ourselves, toward our spouses, and toward others. Thank you that your plans are good and that you work all things together for good and your glory. So I want to just share, I feel led to just share a situation that happened yesterday with my mother. As many of you know, she is a Jehovah's Witness. I grew up that way. I'm a third generation. I was never baptized in the religion, but I have effects of growing up that way so often. Dare I say daily. Or I would venture to say daily that I encounter something that is Jehovah's Witness related, or something that is a result of my upbringing in that religion. And I don't know if I ever said this out loud, but I'm grateful that God kept me. I'm grateful that he saw fit for me to grow up that way, and it really did does have a lot to do with who I am and how I am, how I live, how I love, and the person that I am, as all of us are, right? It's based on how we grew up. But I'm also grateful that he delivered me from that religion. I never, if I'm honest, truly believed it anyway. But now I have a real relationship with him. My husband and I just finished the Bible for the second time via the Bible Recap on the Bible app. It's absolutely amazing. It's by Tara Lee Cobble. She's the host, and it is stunning. It's the best thing that has ever happened to me, truly. Reading the Bible and getting to know God and see that he's where the joy is, and how much he loves us, and how much mercy and grace he has for us, and how he's just so kind. So what an accomplishment to be able to finish the Bible for the second time. My husband wanted to go ahead and start it again, and I just felt like it was okay to take a few days off and maybe start back Sunday or Monday. I think Monday. But I felt some guilt, because I was like, why would I not want to read the Bible every day, like for the rest of my life? And every day I'm going to be doing something God related. Like I started with this beautiful prayer. I don't know if you've ever listened to Grace Prayer, but oh my goodness, his prayers are so amazing. So being able to listen to that was so awesome. But just being able to take a beat, which I mean by that, a breath, and just take some time to just relax a little bit. So I had to kind of deal with a little bit of guilt because of that, because I was like, I should want to read the Bible every single day, which I do. And I do now have a joy for reading the Bible and engaging with God and hearing from him. But it's also okay to take a little time. So I had to give myself that grace. And the thing I feel like I need to share today, in my honest truth, is he's constantly teaching us. If we're open and we listen and we be still and get quiet and just allow him to speak, he's constantly talking to us, teaching us, delivering us, and just being so good to us. So my mom, again, like I said, I'm her caregiver, and so she has 2 boils that have burst in her female region her thigh, in that area. And God has really been teaching me, because I'm her caregiver and I want her to be okay and I want nothing to happen. And honestly, I'm shocked every time things don't go well. Like, I'm shocked when things just aren't good. Which the Bible tells us there's going to be times. There's going to be rain and there's going to be sunshine. Like that is the case. That is always going to be, right? But I'm always shocked, like, why is this happening? So with my mom, when those balls burst, not this Friday, but the Friday prior, please keep her in your prayers. She was able to be on a round of antibiotics for 10 days, but she finished on Sunday. And then she basically, when the people came, because she has a mobile company that comes to look at her and see about her medically, but it's not the same as going to a doctor. Like, it's just not the same. So now that she's more mobile, she can go to an actual doctor. So she has a relationship with a doctor she saw many, many years ago when she used to go to a free clinic, who is now in her own practice. And it's like $80 a month, and there's $100 down to sign up with her. And she's very kind, and she tries to handle things from a more natural perspective. She's very intuitive, and she's a really good person for my mom. And my mom really needs somebody with a good bedside manner for her to feel comfortable, for her to feel like she's not a burden, right? So we signed up with her, and I have to kind of stay on my mom about her health, which is really a challenge for me, because I believe I've told you before, when she was in the hospital a few years ago, they asked her, did she want to be resuscitated or something, and she paused before she answered. And I don't know if I answered for her, but I certainly wanted to, So I think I know Jehovah's Witnesses, they have a different mindset, and they oftentimes, they go through a lot, honestly, and oftentimes they feel like they're going to live forever, and they're the only religion that's going to live forever. That's a whole nother story. But with her health, she's a little bit more relaxed, a lot more relaxed than I would like for her to be. And I believe I have to keep in mind that this is her life, that it's not my life. Just like I get to live my life and make my choices, so does she. And my job is to support her and to love her through it, right? And I'm not her. She is a larger woman, maybe 300 and something pounds, 320 or something pounds. And so she eats differently than I do, She doesn't track calories. I do it on and off. But I mean, just being kind to her and loving to her despite it all, right? That's my job. And to support her and encourage her as I'm led to, or whatever God tells me to do. So yesterday, this doctor that we signed up with, they weren't going to be able to see her until March. The other people came to look at the womb and identified that it needed to be packed. So wound care was supposed to come in, and that happened on Friday, and it's Monday, and we hadn't heard anything. So I had to tell her yesterday, Mom, can you call and follow up on the wound care people? And she hadn't had her diabetes medicine for like 3 weeks. So I'm like, can you follow up on that? See if we can get a bridge so you can get your medicine. Your numbers are up. And so, excuse me. So the doctor's office called me yesterday, the new doctor's office, because she needs a complete physical, in my opinion. She needs medical care from an actual doctor, where she goes to the doctor's office, gets her blood drawn, and they take care of her holistically, all of it. She has specialists she sees, a heart doctor and things like that, but a doctor, right? So they had an opening that opened up for today. This was yesterday. And I called her. I told him we'll accept, because he called me, thank God. And so when I called her, she said, no, I'll just wait till March. And I'm like, what? Like, Mom? She's like, yeah, no, because it's at 8:30 in the morning. She don't want to get up and go that early. So I took some deep breaths, and I kept the appointment, and I sent her a message and told her to pray about it, and to let me know, just please think about it. This could be a blessing. We need the wounds looked at. We need this diabetes medicine. This could be a blessing. She said, okay, that's it. So when I didn't hear from her, so I went to my prayer closet, I prayed, I was emotional, and just talking to God, and he was like, I'll take care of her. I will take care of her. And I'm like, oh my goodness, because, the flesh wants to step in. I'm like, something needs to be done now, But I didn't want to be pushy with her. This is her decision. And so I got in the jacuzzi and sat in there, jacuzzi tub, and relaxed. When I didn't hear from her, I called and canceled the appointment. And the appointment she had for March had to be moved back a day because somebody else got that appointment. This doctor takes an hour and a half with her new patients. Beautiful. So when I sent her mom a text and I said, your appointment has been canceled, your appointment has been reinstated for March, it's going to be a day after that, she said, she didn't say anything. So then she called me at 5 minutes to 5. The doctor's office closes at 5. And she said, why'd you cancel the appointment? I said, because I asked you to pray about it. You didn't say anything. So I didn't want to overstep. She said, oh, when I said okay, I meant I would go. And you made a good point. She said, I should have called you. So in that instance, I feel like God showed me that his timing is perfect. So, okay, so finish the story. I called the doctor's office. They didn't answer. Then I sent them a text saying she can come. Then I called back and talked to the doctor. And she's going to work her in and still take her at 8:30 this morning. And I'm going to help her from an HR perspective if she needs it, because she needs to hire a front desk person for free. And it's just to look at the way God worked it out when it looked crazy. To look at the way God worked it out when there was 5 minutes to spare. The miscommunication led to blessings and to a lesson for me to know that God has it no matter what. If it had been 7 o'clock at night, God still could have worked it out according to his plan. He's still going to work it out according to his plan. So that's the long story of God showing me that he got it. And when he said he got it, he means he has it. And for you, when he said he has it, he means he has it. So my mom's going today at 8:30. It all worked out. And my job and my lesson and what I'm sharing with you is to trust him. To trust him despite what you feel, despite what you think, despite how it looks, despite the timing. Trust him. Because it's very rare that things happen according to what we think how they're going to happen anyway, right? Like I can't think of a time that I thought it was that even my husband, all the things. I can't think of one thing that happened exactly like I thought it would. But it's always worked out, and he's always been there for us. And he's always will be there for us, and his plans for us are good. So that is the lesson. So this Tuesday, take a couple deep breaths intentionally. Think about how God has kept you and will always keep you. Trust him even when it looks crazy. Love on somebody today. Show grace even when it's difficult. Know that God's plans are good, Romans 8:28, and he's perfect. And our job is just to sit back, take our fingers off the wheel, let him lead and guide, and listen for him to communicate with you. And love him, love yourself, and love others. That's what we're commissioned to do. So I hope that this blessed you. I hope that it encourages you. I hope that through my vulnerability that you can see something in yourself and that it will help you to trust him. Trust him when you can't trace him. And be kind to yourself. So enjoy your Tuesday. Make sure you fill the cup that you pour from so you can pour into others from your overflow and not what you need to sustain yourself. Stay warm. And I'll talk to you later.